Hey, this is day 3 of this Instagram Live challenge that I'm taking part in. And the theme today is Ask Me Anything. So I have a list of questions I'm going to try and get through in 5 minutes, under 5 minutes. And I'll just start by saying I'm Caitlin Mooney-fu and I run a business, hey Shannon, called My True Compass. And I help young people who don't know what they want to do after school clarify a life direction that they're excited to start pursuing. And I do that through a 3-month coaching program called Semester of Me. And we work one-on-one for every week, and I give a number of tools and activities. And let's jump into the questions. So the first one was from my friend Blythe from the Gold Coast, and he wanted to know if my dad had any stories of knocking someone out. And he asked that question because my dad is like a scary, old, but lovely, legit Chinese martial arts master. And he does have stories of certain fights and knocking people to their feet, or not to their feet, to the floor, to the ground. And I actually just got off the phone with him and I ended up recording the conversation, which is like about 10 minutes, and I'll send it to you. It's very entertaining. So I will jump into the next question, which is from Mina from Bali. Thank you for asking that question, which was, how do you help people find their way? And I love the way that you asked that because you said find their way. And the first thing that I help people with is that we got to figure out where you want to go. And we clarify that piece. That's why I was talking about the life direction piece. We got to get really clear on where they want to go. And oftentimes I find that you have to ask them multiple times over several sessions and ask it from different ways. And we also do a number of activities that will help clarify where they want to go. After that, we'll figure out what it's going to take to get there, and then also who's been there before, who could you model, who could you talk to, and we then we start taking action on that plan and see if anything comes up, which most likely will. And we want to, in case there's any habits that come up that keep them stuck and not pursuing things and not sure of taking action, that's the opportunity that we have to keep them moving forward and keep them clear. So the third question was, is your cousin single? And that was because you can look at my stories from today. I was just giving like examples of questions people could ask, and I had a picture of my family, and the answer to that is yes. I saw an Instagram story from him just a few days ago, and it was a picture of a receipt and a laundry list of items from McDonald's, and there was text on the bottom that said, yes, I'm single. So you can go look, check them out on my stories. And then the last question was, what do you think about going immediately to university from high school? And that's from my friend Megan Smith. Thank you very much. And so again, it really depends what your intended outcome is and where your destination is. So for people who know what they want to do, school can be really good for, or is it even necessary for people who want to be doctors, nurses, lawyers, etc., where it's a very clear path. But for people who do not know where they want to go, I do not recommend going to university. For my experience and other people that I know, that is not really the fastest way to figuring out who you are, what you're lit up by, what your interests are, what your strengths are. Lots of people don't even know what their natural talents are until they start asking people around them and they start to see trends, which is something I have had to do and was actually really rewarding and interesting. And so for the question being, if I recommend or what I think of, thank you, Shannon. Okay, what I think of people leaving high school and going directly to university. So it really depends on where you want to go. And I will end that here because it's almost 5 minutes and I wanted to keep everything under 5 minutes. If you have any young people in your life who you know are not clear on what they want to do, after leaving high school or university, please share this with them or tell them about me and send me a message. And if there's anything that resonated with you in this live, also send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. So I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm not sure exactly who's watching right now, but oh, hey, Nikki. Aw, the gondola crew. Okay, well, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4 of this Instagram Live challenge. All right, good night.